What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome to the newest episode of the Toronto Huskies franchise, where today we will be having our Week 3 matchup on the road against the 2-0 undefeated Arizona Cardinals. Now, I'm very, very close to being able to finish this draft class. I'm going to say, I really do want to get back to the 2 games per episode. Maybe Week 6, Week 7, I'll have it done. I mean, a lot of these players you guys aren't going to be super familiar with. They're mostly like true freshmen and a couple sophomores, but there are some big-name players that I do want to start scouting sooner than later and not just like pissing away our college points here. But before we jump into this game or even do the preview, we need to improve our offensive line. Biggest thing right now is we cannot establish the run, and anytime we need to drop back with Tua, he's getting sacked more often than not. And when you look at the offensive line, Gray's probably the only guy that has some upside right now with that quick dev. Shackelford got a normal. Teller, normal. We signed Big V in free agency. He got a big old normal. And Devontae Collins is just more so a freak athlete. So, I'm thinking long-term, Shackelford and Gray, maybe. Those could be our options. But we need to hit the trade market. And I've kind of, messed around a little bit. I'm not a big manual trade guy. And I'm not about fleecing. But if there's a time that we can make a trade that might benefit mutual parties, I will make that decision. So, we got Jalen Samuels. We got Josh Perry. Both those guys. I like Jalen Samuels for sure. I love having 2 tight ends that can really bring the pain, if you know what I'm saying. But these are 2 massive needs here for the Green Bay Packers. And we started things out with one player I really do want from the Packers. Height, weight, speed. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's 6'5", 93 speed, 81 catching. I think this guy would be an absolute baller to add to our team. And then I was like, all right, we need an offensive lineman. And what we have here, it is cheesing a little bit from the base overall standpoint. Looks like, somewhat of a fair trade. Bobby Evans is a 73 tackle. But when you look at this, got a star dev. And he maintained this star dev. He's already in 1 year to his career. So this is kind of a trade I was thinking about doing. We'll see if we can get it right away. We still have to throw in it. I feel like maybe chucking in a 3rd rounder is about as high as I want to go right now. I mean, that is a really valuable tackle, and we got it. Because Bobby Evans is only a 73. Now, here's what makes this trade not as... First of all, we're giving the best player up in this trade, and Jalen Samuels from a base overall. And the Green Bay Packers desperately need a left outside linebacker because I think their starter was like a 60-something because they were unable to find life and find a guy beyond Clay Matthews. But... I mean, the dev trait is nice on Evans, but you have to maintain that dev trait. And if you don't, everyone is really critical about Madden this year because you lose dev traits left, right, and center. So I'm already, resound to the fact that even though Evans will be a starter for us right away, there's a chance he goes down to a quick dev. And if he falls down to a quick dev trait, understanding that Valdez-Scantling's more of a luxury pick at wide receiver, he's probably going to be our 4th wide receiver at best. I mean, we just gave up a lot to hopefully claw and do everything in our power to keep that star dev for Mr. Evans. But we had to fix the offensive line. Whatever we were rocking with just was not good enough. So we're going to put him in there at starting right tackle. Look, Valdez-Scantling's like way far off of the pace. But I do think with the luxury of the Scantling pick, we can move on from Kevin White, he's just nothing special. We're going to eat a little bit of salary cap there, but I'm not so worried. He'll be gone in the offseason. So, yeah, man. Let's put... Actually, I like that height, weight, speed. We'll make him our 3rd wide receiver. And let's jump into this game here against the Arizona Cardinals. And I hope to God we already see some production, and maybe we try to design our runs to the right side of the offensive line. So looking at the stats here from Arizona, let's get a scouting report here from the undefeated Cardinals. What's going on? Josh Rosen has been lethal. No turnovers yet on the season. You got David Johnson. Always going to be worried about him at the running back spot, averaging 84 yards a game. And they got Mark Ingram, so they get a 2-headed running back attack. Wide receiver, you got Ryan Grant, Dante Moncrief. Honestly, even though Christian Kirk probably should have better stats, there's no real wide receiver there that worries me. Biggest worry will be David Johnson out of the backfield. Secondary, you got Pat Pete leading the team in tackles. That's not ideal. Nick Bosa. They have Nick Bosa. Okay. And Nick Bosa and Chandler Jones coming off the edge. Little worrisome. We're going to be throwing Bobby Evans to the fire there. And hopefully he does not get charred. So let's get into this game here against the 2-0 Arizona Cardinals and test out our new star dev right tackle. Oh, that wasn't recording, and I'm glad it wasn't recording. Get you guys the replay. Oh my God. I hate the Cardinals. In real life, Larry Fitzgerald is the Eagle Killer, and if you've watched any of my franchise modes dating back to Madden 17, David Johnson is the C4 Killer. All right, here we go on the opening drive for us, trying to equalize. We're going to try to hit him with some play action pass on 3rd and 5. 64 is our new star tackle. Let's hope to God he can hold up there against Bosa. So far, so good. Gives us, oh, come on, man. As Tua Tagovailoa still searching for his first career touchdown pass. He had a man. Wasn't good. That's not good enough. There we go. Big time sack. Leon Jacobs showing just why we could move on from Josh Perry in that trade. Oh, let's go, Anthony Nelson. I don't know what. That's like his 5th or 6th sack on the season. Something crazy. The rookie out of Iowa might be the best player from our last draft class, given the fact Tua hasn't thrown a touchdown yet. Oh my God, let's go Dallas Goedert. Oh my God, look at the wheels. Oh, he's so slow. He's slowing down. He's slowing down. I thought we might have had a 97-yard touchdown open, but still, that is a massive gain from our own 3-yard line to get into Cardinal territory. All right, here we are in the red zone. Very costly face mask penalty on the Cardinals. Helped us get in here. Still looking for our first career touchdown pass. Come on, come on. Oh, my God, man. Still searching. 6-9 for 135 yards. You would have figured that big-time pass to Dallas Goedert would have got the offense, especially the passing attack, going. Oh, we got Valdez-Scantling on the outside. Maybe that's the guy. Maybe he's the guy that we need right now to step up and make a play. And there we go! The newcomer! Just arriving via trade for the Green Bay Packers. Valdez-Scantling gets separation in the red zone, and that is the first career touchdown pass for Tua Tagovailoa. And it's also the Huskies' first lead of the game. Josh Rosen is elite. Oh my God, what a pass from Tua Tagovailoa on the run to connect with Chris Godwin. The floodgates are opening as pretty much Toronto has to abandon from the run attack that's just not working all season long. We're putting the game on the shoulders of Tua, and this is what we're seeing, man. What a throw on the run. Oof. You don't want to see him heat up. You don't want to see him heat up right now. Oh no. Not good. Not good at all.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
No! Fucking fuck, man. How many times does that fumble come on a sack? There should be slaughters for that. I feel like far too often the sack fumble is prevalent here when it's AI tackling user. Is that just me? Am I just crazy? That was a great play by Nick Bosa nonetheless. Josh Rosen is elite. Oh my God, what a pass! How did that get completed? That was triple coverage. You got guys like Chauncey Gardner, Pat Pete back there, and Tua somehow. I mean, that's why we took him in the first round. Let's get a replay of that. I thought that was for sure going to be an interception. Triple coverage. Lord knows what to do with the dreads is doing. 38. And then Godwin comes up with the one-handed catch. If I was 38, if I was the head coach, if I was Steve Wilkes, 38 be cut right now. All right, 3rd and goal in the red zone. Really would like to try to find Dallas Goedert, who's been really a lethal connection with Tua today. We're not going to force it. We don't want to turn over here. We take off scrambling. Oh, and he gets blown up. 38, Trey Boston. The same guy that we targeted on that deep pass that made just a horrendous effort. Tua keeps it, gets popped, holds on to the ball. 3rd touchdown of the day as Huskies are rolling. Josh Rosen is elite. That catch there, Dallas Goedert, over 200 yards on the day. Best tight end in football. 4th and 3, we're going for it. Why not, right? Why not? Oh! Valdez-Scantling with the diving one-handed touchdown. in his debut here for Toronto. Doesn't even probably know the playbook right now. They're just like, hey, just run a slant in the red zone. That's where we're going to use you. Look at that diving, one-handed touchdown over 20. Oh, my God. Bonk. Completed. What a play. Here we go on the 2, and Corey Clement puts the icing on the cake. Dallas Goedert on this drive, over 250 receiving yards on the game. Oh, if this is what it's going to be, this is beautiful. But this is, guess, the ups and downs of playing on all Madden. Some weeks, like last episode, can't do nothing. And then this week, seemingly against a 2-0 undefeated Cardinals team, everything goes our way. And there we go, man. That is a bounce-back victory if I have ever seen one for the Toronto Huskies. And, you know, we thought the biggest story from this episode was going to be, do we finally have a franchise tackle, a star-depth tackle in a pretty big trade? And it happens, maybe the player that we got kind of as to fill out that trade in Martez Valdez-Scantling is what's going to be even bigger, especially with, you know, with Zay Jones going out with an injury in his first game, not even knowing the playbook. He gets 2 touchdowns in the red zone. We already know he has that 6'5" speed. We already know he has that 4'3" speed. Man, I don't know. But we'll take it. 38-15, the Huskies roll. Tua on the day, I can only imagine he's going to get player of the week. 448 passing yards, 3 touchdowns to go in with 39 rushing yards and another touchdown to boot. David Johnson had pretty much one gigantic run. What was it, like a 75-yarder? And then other than that, we shut him down. On a receiving front, Dallas Goedert, insane game. That might be the most receiving yards for a tight end in a single game ever. 12 catches, 253. Valdez-Scantling, 4 catches, 27 yards, 2 touchdowns. So right now he's averaging half his catches are touchdowns for the Toronto Huskies. Godwin also had a pretty nice game, 84 yards and a touchdown. Looking on the defensive side, man, not a great start from Bobby Evans. Gave up 3 sacks. Vitae gave up 3, going up against probably the best pairing of defensive ends in the league in Chandler Jones and Nick Bosa. So it wasn't an easy task, but both these guys definitely underwhelmed. On the defensive side for the Huskies, we have a sack from Nelson, a sack from Leon Jacobs. We got an interception from Poyer, Hilton, and TJ Green. He was the guy that we misspokenly said it was Vernon Hargreaves, but that Poyer interception was incredible. The ability to get both feet down on the 1-yard line. That's probably the best interception we've had so far in the Huskies. So that being said, we're actually going to pop out because I want to send to next week and see if Tua did get Player of the Week honors, and I want to see the extent of Zay Jones' injury. But for today's episode, that is a great, great victory. All right, as we pop out into week 4 to set up next week's episode, which hopefully will be a doubleheader, which will face the San Francisco 49ers at home and then the Jets at home. Back-to-back home game stretch. But look at the weekly awards. Very nice, as Tua Tagovailoa does get AFC Offensive Player of the Week with 448 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns, got sacked 8 times, so it wasn't just like a cupcake game. There was a lot of adversity. Had a fumble loss and a rushing touchdown, but he balled out, man, and it was a much-needed victory for the Huskies as we head in to 2-1 week 4, hosting the 0-3 49ers, which should be nice. Now we also need to, we got an XP point. We got a little skill point to spend here on Tua Tagovailoa and a couple other ones, but we're supposed to spend on Tua, upgrade strong arm, finally into an 80 overall. Now, I've found out in rebuilds and stuff, I feel like after you break that 80 threshold, your QB starts to perform a little bit better. I don't know how well that's going to translate here. Let's actually work on upgrading Jared Davis and trying to get him into a scheme fit, because I do view him as a long-term option at linebacker. And we got a nice little point for the special teamer, Camus Grugier Hill. Very nice. Also got some kicking ability, emergency kicker. But, yeah, man, we got to find out this injury. Zay Jones, he's healthy. Zay Jones is good. Wow, that's a first, man. I think seeing a dislocated hip, what was that? Dislocated hip, I think it was. And yeah, we only get to deal with Nick Coe, who's coming back in a week, starting defensive tackle. So that's good, man. Player of the week. Our injury's not as bad as we thought it was gonna be, and we might have 2 future studs on this team. Valdez-Scantling here, 2 touchdowns in his debut performance, and Bobby Evans, who looked like shit against Nick Bosa, but he's a star dev tackle on probably the worst offensive line in the league. It's only going to get better. Dallas Goedert coming off a 250-yard game. great episode. Everything's looking good. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of the Toronto Huskies franchise. What can we say? 300-400 likes on this video. I hope to have a quick turnaround and have another episode for you guys this week at some point. But that'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you for watching, and until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.
Money I'm spending, I'm out and I'm shopping. You talking that shit, well you talking the talking. Look at my options, look at me dropping. Ass in the game, like who are you stopping? Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. I'm way too clever. Look at the kid, Mr. Consistent, I'm doing it big. Way too persistent on taking your bitch. Here comes a monster.